I longed Bitcoin. Yesterday we had a plan to wait for lower, take out the low of Monday and also the low that was literally put on April 2025. We just got on this move and we got some nice positive reaction. Hence why I actually entered a long yesterday, and currently it is incurred a bit of a profit. I'm going to be talking about why exactly did I enter this trade, and also whether me entering along makes me bullish or not. Obviously not, because I'm still technically bearish. As you can see guys, on the local lower time frame, I did actually long Bitcoin from 75.1. Yesterday we literally made videos and live streams about me wanting lower. We had waited and wanting to actually get the fake out of the low, not only the fake out of Monday, but also obviously primarily the fake out of us getting and taking out the low that was literally put in the middle half of 2025. We got on the fake out of yesterday, and then I entered a long with the reclaim of 75k. And as you can see right now, we are actually getting a bit of a drop on Bitcoin. We just retested 75k. My stop loss, for those who want to ask me, it's at 73.5. If I lose the trade, it's going to be right in front of you guys, because obviously Bitcoin is still technically bearish. However, I had a plan, I saw the reaction, and I'm going to be following my plan no matter what the outcome is, because obviously we do have a stop loss, and we obviously still got the most amazing shorts from the all-time high and 106 and 96k, as you can see. So I mean, it doesn't turn me from a total bear into total bull just because I entered a long. It's just a little local scalp one. Obviously on the higher time frame, I'm still technically waiting for lower. I even said, for those that don't know, even if Bitcoin, by the way, goes above, like literally reclaims 80k, reclaims and goes to 88k, unless we go back and reclaim it. So not only do we hit 88k, but go and actually put it as support, or flip it into support, then that would be the only scenario where I would actually be flipping from bearish, as you can see, obviously with the downtrend that was started from the all-time high, into maybe bullish. Yeah, so unless this happens, any kind of long that I take on the local time frame is only a little dangerous scalp one on the local time frame that doesn't quite represent my higher time frame view on the market, because obviously we are still waiting for lower. Either we do it now, we get it now by actually getting the stop loss hit in front of you guys, and we go to 67k possibly, or we actually enjoy some profits off of our long, potentially look for a short, as you can see. Maybe we get a move upwards, enjoy this long now in the local time frame, enjoy little profits, and then look to short. Because obviously now that, with that being said, I'm going to be talking about every single scenario, and also I'll mention my next best trade, especially shorts, if Bitcoin goes higher. Now obviously if Bitcoin just loses 74k and I get stopped out of my long, I'm not going to be looking to short the market, but it is actually a very strong bearish sign where maybe possibly we can have a continuation much lower. I'm not going to be trying to long or catch the knife. I'm going to be quite bearish until we hit 67k. But if this doesn't happen, let's assume that Bitcoin manages somehow to hold 75k and we enjoy some profits on my long, then I'm going to be waiting for two potential shorts. First one is obviously if Bitcoin goes and keeps on going higher, I'm still waiting for the high of the week, which is the high of Monday, to be taken out. We got liquidity, we got the daily, we got even 80k as a full psychological number, and most importantly, the anchored view up pulled from this local high, as you can see, from 90k. So if Bitcoin actually just now manages to hold 75k, which is obviously possible, then maybe we can wait for a local move upwards, take out the weekly high, as you can see, and then we get either of two scenarios. Now obviously the plan here is that I haven't yet moved my stop loss at entry or even taken profits out of the longs, but once, or if Bitcoin does go above to 78.6k, I'm going to be moving my stop loss to entry and taking 50% off, but I'm not going to be closing it fully. Why? Because we either, once we go back to 79 80k, we either get an amazing fake out of us getting to above 80k, and then only if we lose and go back to 78.5, I'm going to be opening a nice amazing short of this top fake out. However, if we actually go back to 80k but never ever go back below 78.5, I will cancel the idea of shorting, and I'm going to be probably waiting for either going back to 78.6 or seeing much higher prices. If Bitcoin somehow does manage to reclaim and go above 80k, obviously I will never ever tell you to long a breakout, but I will be holding my long in case it does actually break above 80k, reclaim it. If this happens, no shorts for me until we go above to 87, 88k, and at that point on the higher time frame, that will be the decisive point whether Bitcoin continues lower, and I'll be looking to short 87, similar to how we literally caught the top at 96k. So that would be an amazing short if we actually see a rejection, or we somehow go above it, which is the least likely scenario. We reclaim 87, 88, and then we cancel every single thing that is bearish on Bitcoin. But for the time being, I'm still waiting for lower. Hitting 67 is still likely, even from the current point of time. But even assuming that Bitcoin goes to 80k, I'll try to short. Goes to 87, I'll try to short. Why? Because even if we literally go and get an amazing 10% move, or even 13 upwards into, or 16 literally upwards into 87k, 80k, it is still technically bearish. So even though Bitcoin can give us this move, I'm ready to still try and call tops and short tops, as you can see. So I'm technically still bearish on Bitcoin, but with a little local scalp that either wins us a little bit or we just lose it immediately and start crashing to 67. Be prepared. Don't be questioning or confused if Bitcoin somehow goes to 67. I'm still waiting for the zone to be hit, and that obviously makes every single altcoin super bearish. We got Ethereum still dropping. I'm still expecting Ethereum against Bitcoin to drop. So if we are still bearish on Bitcoin and Ethereum against Bitcoin, that would make sense for us to be super bearish on Ethereum, probably expecting a move downwards into, 20% is super possible, let alone 30 or 40. I'm not spreading FUD over here. I'm just saying that please don't get over optimistic, similar to how most of you guys got super happy about us getting to 96k. If we somehow go to 87 or 80k, just wait and hold on and call every pump as a fake out until proven otherwise, because currently we are still downtrending. So I'm still bearish, waiting for lower. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for waiting for me. Luckily, we are getting the NY Open on live literally, and that would probably mean that we'll get a full hour to 2 hours of us trying to look for trades together, because you got lucky a bit, guys, because I actually went live, but then I found out that I actually posted 3 videos on Champs Crypto within 24 hours. It's a live stream plus 2 videos, yeah. And whenever you post 3 videos, yeah, the notification is capped at 3. So when I went live, the notification didn't work. So I just paused it, went live on the Arabic channel, and then now I'm back with you to talk some more about trading and hopefully catch some amazing trades. Now, before I start reading the comments, guys, please do tell me if you took the trade or not, and also what kind of trades were you looking for, and what do you think of the current outlook on the market. Personally, it is normal to be bearish, but not to sell or short. Yeah, so look for smart shorts. Like, I have a plan to short 80, I have a plan to short 87, but I'm not going to be shorting 75. Quite the opposite. I literally longed. Why? Not because I'm bullish, but I understand from the risk perspective, you getting an amazing little scalp short of us faking out the low of the week, faking out literally the low of 2025, yeah, or the low that was put on 2025 April, yeah, at 74. That's smart, because the stop loss would be much closer to the potential win. So that is the point here that I'm looking for. I'm not trying to make it seem as if I longed and I'm now flipping bullish, for those that are maybe new here and don't quite understand the trader's perspective. Yeah, I can open longs with me being bearish, and with me also, by the way, like, sound contradictory because I have shorts. So I'm going to still make more money if it drops from now. Yeah, even if my stop loss gets hit, mathematically I'll make more money by us going lower. But also, the reason why I enter such longs is for both potential little or least likely scenarios. Either this one ends up being a local top and then we catch it short, so it will make me just a little bit of money, similar to why I actually longed 86.5 and I took profits very immediately. If you guys remember the amazing last pump we had before it started to dump, yeah. So, and maybe what if, and nobody knows, what if this ends up being the literal bottom on Bitcoin? Yeah. So, like, you have to understand, guys, I'm not entering because I know that this will be the bottom. This is the least likely scenario, but maybe scenario. Yeah, maybe. What if? That's my point here. So, I mean, currently I'm losing it. I got my stop loss, set. So if it gets hit, it will be properly in front of you. Yeah. So that is my goal here. It's to either win in front of you or lose in front of you, I guess. So hopefully that would be a fun ride to watch together. Let me quickly, now that I'm done with this, let me just go on a local time frame, watch the reaction with you, and read the comments. Yeah. We got Salam, Emmanuel, we got Vicky or Vicky saying root canal is fully healed, time to 100x long. We got Ingram, hold on a second. Give me a second here. We got Matt Rowden, we got Ingram, Hamad Yahala, we got TV Box, Lynn, we got Psych, hello Ahmed and all champs, beautiful evening here in East Africa, thank you brothers and sisters. We got Wij, we also got Renata the legend, hold on a second. We got Joao, we got Hamad. Ahmed, why not set the stop loss below the wick? It was below the wick and I just moved it quite a bit closer, yeah? Because I'm leaning more bearish, so why put it below the wick? Yeah, but obviously, yes, it was below the wick. I mean, 3 hours ago, I guess. But that's a valid question, yeah? And also a valid stop loss point, I guess. Price. Nader said, could you have a look on ETH? I'll definitely do. CryptoNet, good morning, good morning. We got Biro, got Wayne, good day, brother. Thank you for showing up. Got Maggie, the legend. X saying, I shorted ETH yesterday, took profits at 2130. I mean, I'm happy for you. But as I've been saying, for everybody that shares their experience of making or winning a trade, I would also obviously be more proud, yeah, if you had taken it based on a certain setup, yeah. So obviously if you had blindly shorted ETH, you could have gotten lucky, but that is essentially gambling in disguise. I would much rather you have a certain trade, like you waited for a certain thing to happen and then you entered. For example, like I was literally waiting for the low of Sunday to be taken out for the long, for the low of Monday to be taken out for the long. So I had ideas. I'm waiting for this for a potential short. I'm waiting for this for potential short. So I mean, those are the kind of trades I'm going to be proud of taking, proud of myself for taking, because these are pre-planned or I guess planned trades. Yeah. But I mean, I'm happy for you to have made money. Let me read the rest of the comments. We got Oyantenbra. Thank you, Snarks. I have a long on ETH at 2180. I hope it will go to 2400. All right, so we don't want to hope. I'm just hoping that you had entered based on a certain move. I'm assuming just because I think it gave us the fake out with Bitcoin. Hopefully you entered based on this fake out, but you could have taken some profits because we got on a bit of a good rise, to be honest. Yeah. Let me see what the exo chart is looking like before I keep on reading the comments. Let me just check it very, very quickly. Still bearish, still likely that we drop. By the way, like technically, if it was up to me, if I use my I forgot my crystal ball, I'm leaning towards revisiting 72.8. Now, one would ask, why would you not close the trade? You know me, guys, I keep them open until they get hit. Why? Because I need to lose. Yeah, by the way, regarding losing, I did post an amazing video that was posted yesterday, which is this risk management strategy made me profitable. Full guide. It is a video that was clipped from a previous live stream, but trust me, for those who watched it or didn't attend, or even if you did, you have to go back and watch this 11-minute long video, or 10 and 45 seconds. Why? Even myself, I literally watched it 3 times. Yeah. I'm sick like that, but I literally watched it 3 times, guys. So if you want to check it out, you have to. If you have time, then please just give some time for this video, because it's a very, very much important video that will literally change your whole perspective about trading and your goal and objective into trading. Yeah, so you have to check it out. Yeah. I'm looking to take a long on the retracement. That is fair enough. Hello, Ahmed, caught the long at 74.7. All right, let's hope that Bitcoin does hold the long zone. Hi everyone, thank you, Sarah. Vikrant, hello brother, thank you. Going to potentially long once we take out the daily low after NYC open. We did take out a daily low. It is currently being taken out as we speak. So it is technically, it has been taken out. So I mean, we started dropping pre NY, I guess. Let me see. Let me look the 1 minute time frame. So NY, hold on. So it is NY is here. Hold on, and the low that was put pre-NY is here. So technically we did take out the low now, yeah? So for those who wanted to enter a fake out of NY, you should have entered precisely at 74.6 or something like that. It would have been an amazing trade, by the way, because it's literally pump it from now, yeah? So, but overall, I'll focus on this low and see, yeah? I'm leaning towards, guys, if it holds 75, I'm leaning towards those highs to be taken out and then hopefully get to 78. Can it go to the daily high and then drop? Obviously, yes. But I'd happily wait for higher or lose the trade, yeah? But yeah, the reaction that we're getting right now is because we faked out 75 plus we have dropped pre-NY or at NY open. Now we are getting a move upwards. So it's going to be fun to see, yeah? Hold on a second. Let me read the comments here. Did Ahmed enter long? Yesterday. And I also announced it on the free Telegram channel. So for those who are asking me, seems like you're not a member of the free Telegram channel. It is free. So that's why I try to stress the importance of joining. Give me a second here. Still gold now. I'm not sure. Frukta, thank you. 100x long was a joke. Please don't roast me. Don't worry. Jeff said it's not looking good. That is why I keep them open without caring much about it. Like the reason why, because 1 second it looks good, 1 second it doesn't. So I don't want to just focus on the looks of the candles. I'll wait and see. Like what is the worst that can happen? I make money by the shorts still running for lower and the trade gets stopped out. That is the worst thing that can happen, yeah? So not the end of the world, to be honest. Let me see what the anchors are saying. Right, so yeah, I mean still more room to go, I guess. Let me see what is going on here. I took a long at 74.8. Moved the stop loss to break even when we moved up to 76. Been stopped out. That is fine. I mean, you moving the stop loss is considered a bit too early because of the time frame and the period of the trade. Like you're taking a trade that literally encapsulates a larger move, so I would be waiting. So for example, myself personally, I'm planning to move my stop loss once we go to 78. Yeah, so that is why. Like but it's okay, to be honest. Like it's not a mistake that would be too bad, to be honest. You moving a stop loss to entry a bit earlier. Yeah, not the biggest issue I've seen. Bitcoin, if it hits 73k, it will liquidate. I don't look at the liquidation heat maps and all the stuff. Gold setup is losing 5k. Good short now. By the looks of it, yes. Will I enter it myself? No. I mean, that's a trade that I did mention. Yeah, which is like hitting this and then losing it. Yep. So I cannot tell you to take it. I mean, I don't want to turn into a gold trader, but yes, I spoke about this as being an important zone with faking out $5,000. Yeah. So maybe wait for 5 minutes and see. In case this is actually a fake out like this. But I'm not too vested into, scalp trading or even like day trading gold. Vazo said, can I get some USD? You absolutely can. If you actually want to join and get some nice USDT, guys, for those that want to actually trade and join the trading competition, then you can do so by going to the sign up page and the competition page or the first two links in the description. I mean, obviously, most of you guys listeners here are already know. Give me a second here. know that I mean have already have made an account on Weeks. So if you haven't yet made an account on Weeks, just go and make sure that you are signed in or signed up, sorry, on Weeks by using the first link in the description. That would take you to the sign up page. Everybody knows how it looks, so you just go here, not this one, not the other one. Sorry guys, I'm juggling multiple channels here, so hold on. Sign up here, you click on the sign up page here, and that would take us and give us the Champs Crypto referral code for Champs Crypto. Yep. And once you're done, or even if you had a previous one, now as I told you guys, most of you guys were struggling with joining, and we figured out that there wasn't really an issue. It was just because most of you guys have made a Weeks account, have made or had a Weeks account that is not signed under me. So if you go to step 2, which is the competition link, you click on the competition link, you press on the yellow button, and it says, like as you can see here, it says this, like you cannot join this event. This means that your account that you're trying to join with, it is not signed or affiliated under me. So you'd have to make a newer account or new account, and then you know, and then you can obviously like go back and join. Yeah. So that is the thing here. So it's not really an issue or a bug. Hold on, Ahmed, you long now? No. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Sarah. I'm becoming addicted to your channel. Thank you. That is hopefully a good healthy addiction. Caught it long on the fake out just now. Amazing. We got some scalp traders in the chat. Salam Ahmed just joined. Did you enter to long? No. I had one from yesterday, so that's why I'm trying to be specific with my answers. Give me a second here. Hold on a second. So he has a long. He didn't enter a new. Exactly. Do you think it's worth taking a long now with a stop loss under 74.6? Yeah. Fair enough. That would be fair enough, to be honest. Yeah. It's not worth, but will I do it myself? Maybe. Yeah. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like the stop loss is like too tight. Yeah. Not the worst. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be hating on such thing. Yeah, but I'm already into the trade. So, where is your long from yesterday? At what price? Guys, me mentioning the price does not mean that just because Bitcoin is close to that price, it is valid. Just to give you a quick, like, warning, I guess, or caution thing. But anyhow, the entry is at 75,147. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I read this. The addiction is not curable. Hi, Ahmed and all. Just joined. So you're still in the log from yesterday? Yes. Yes, so that is indeed true. Give me a second here. All right. Let's see how this plays out. As I told you guys, it's not the most bullish thing, but maybe order flow has been changing. Let me check it out in front of you. So yes, nothing is too majorly bullish. I would want and wait for Bitcoin to flip 76. That is the true maybe challenge here. Like if this doesn't happen, then I'll be waiting for lower. Still, I mean, think about it this way. Forget about the higher time frame stuff. If I super analyze and micro analyze Bitcoin on the order flow, I would say that while it is below 76, it is more likely that we drop to 72.8. If it flips 76, it is more likely that we go to the daily high. I know that it's not that far away, but it's just a fact that I want to share. That's it. Yeah. So it's not me saying that the Bitcoin will get me stopped out. Maybe it does. I don't care. That's the whole point, I guess, of me just trying to give you my outlook on the market. No. But that's basically it. That's me looking on the order flow side. can it maybe for can it like take out or hit the Fibonacci golden pocket, for example, and then like go and move higher? Maybe, but that is why I'm not trying to over trade here. Yeah. Let me go and see ETH, what ETH is doing. Yeah. So I'm just trying to be you know patient with it. You know me, guys. I'm not trying to over trade, I guess. Let me see what the anchor view up is saying, especially this one. Yeah, so it is too early. I'm going to be waiting for it. Lucky us, guys. As told you guys, we got the NY open with us going live, so it adds more time on our hand, I guess, because like we are essentially going to spend the whole length of the live stream during NY together. Yeah. Managed to catch long under 74.8 with 1% retracement. Let's see how this plays out. Fair enough. Long at 65k. That is too far away to be preparing. So rather than saying this, I'll just say as I've been saying, maybe those weren't just caught in like right now. Even if I see an explosion on Bitcoin to 87, I'm still going to be technically bearish and waiting for 67. But not precisely 67 to long. I'm looking at it as a zone of below 70k to maybe 64, 62. I know it's like too far away, but I want to see it hit. But specifically 67 is the the midpoint, I guess. Yeah. But it is a general zone that I'm waiting for. I'm still waiting for lower. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. I cannot tell you, but I'm just bearish. Like all roads, I guess, lead to 67 except the one where we actually reclaim 88. So it's like essentially there's I'm not just making up numbers here, but maybe a 15%, 20% chance we don't see 67k. You know, from a risk perspective and a probability perspective. Yeah. This is not me sharing my knowledge or whatever that is. Like, even though they are coming from some experience and some knowledge, but I'm just making up those stats to maybe make you guys feel what I'm feeling in my mind, I guess. Where is your stop loss? I think that has to be written somewhere, or maybe I have to make a dynamic thing that shows you my open trades. But anyhow, I'm totally happy with answering this question for the 100th time. Is at 73.5. Yeah. Finally, work was held today. Time was, but luckily, uh, 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 but luckily, I still catch the live near the NY Open. Good day, Ahmed. Love to see you, mate. Thank you, brother, for showing up. Thank you, guys. I always appreciate and totally feel happy whenever I get like the champs with me, sisters and brothers. Obviously, thank you for being amazing, guys. Thank you, Action Tours, for popping up and showing some love. We got ETH also. I mean, it's in some tricky place. Let me see what I want to talk about else. Let me see what gold has done when we last had left it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not the worst idea to maybe just short it with a stop loss at 500. Sorry, 5,100. Yeah, 5,100. 5,100, I guess. That's sorry. I got multiple questions above it, so let's start from the one after Action Tourist. Shapener said, "Sir, I have a simple question. Fair enough. Do you believe in God and destiny, or do you think an atheist logic?" God damn, that is a very deep question. Uh, I'm not sure how relevant that is, but you just pose that question to someone who doesn't like to avoid questions, I guess. So uh, I do believe in God. uh, Sub brother, late but here. Thank you, White Choice. Not that late, to be honest, because we already have started late. That's actually a great idea. Maybe Wix can have a page for you that shows your open trades. Would be amazing. Or Wix, I think. Maybe, but hopefully, I mean, that would be tricky for them to maybe program or code. But let's see. Maybe I'll try my best. All right. Ahmed, why is your stop loss at 73, not 72 or 74? To be honest, it's not that deep. So, I mean, it was at the low, so that is the correct stop loss to be placed at. But then I had moved it to 73.5. Why not 74? Because obviously I'm just totally ruling out us doing this, taking out 74 as a full number and then doing this. So that's why I kept below a full $1,000, but not too far away back below the wick. So originally it was below the wick. I moved it a little bit closer. Your golden zone for 700. Good TP for hold on a second. Good TP for selling. Yeah, it would be the anchored V open, whatever that is from the low. It's very, very interesting to see you guys being interested in like trading gold. That tells me a lot about gold now, and I think the what the kind of trading zone or environment gold has been into the couple of final days. I'm hesitating to long this guys. That is fair enough. Yeah. Why did you long from 75k instead of waiting for a reclaim of 75.5? Because I wasn't trading based on the NPUC. I was trading based on the fake out of the total low from April. So had I gotten, it would be very, very bad for me to see this reaction. I've already waited a little, more than a little, by waiting for a reclaim of 75. Yep. So I didn't want to wait for 75.5. Like, that's a totally irrelevant, different trade that I was looking at. If you guys remember yesterday, like when Bitcoin was like here, I had multiple scenarios of the daily MPUC and fake out, and I didn't love both of these, and I didn't take them. So I just waited for this. So I entered not based on the NPUC, so I'm not going to be waiting for the NPUC to enter. I know Levex has such pages on traders showing their open trades and also writing comments. Fair enough. Bro, can you see again? I can see again, but not help that much, I guess. But I can see. Yeah. Thanks for the risk management video. That was the summary of your daily live on psychological aspect of how to trade. I'm sure that will help a lot of people. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for your feedback. I mean, that's much appreciated. And also, yes, the reason why I made the video, which is this risk management chart, it is because, or not made it, but once I had said what I said on the live, I felt that this live stream, specifically this one or that one, like 7 days ago, needed to be clipped. And like literally, like I had only, till now, I posted one video from it. I got 3 more. One which is like 2 minutes long, but other 2 which are like 9 to 11 minutes. So they are going to be literally gold extracted from the live streams. Usually I just forget about them and not care about them, but I felt that this one does or has to go or doesn't or has to not go unnoticed, I guess. Yeah. So that is why I literally made a video now. And also I just made a playlist called free trading course, so that whenever someone just joins in or like goes to the channel, you would see the first playlist being the videos of the education stuff. So once we add to it, so how to start day trading, you watch the risk management one. I got one more which is also about the strategy of how to trade. So what the other videos, let me give you a sneak peek of the titles. One is about why I hate investing into altcoin. I think everybody knows my opinion, but I just clipped 10 minutes which are very, very much valuable, and it also allows me to maybe like push people to this video. Like whenever someone asks me a question, rather than literally repeating every single thing that I said, I can just tell them to watch that video. And also, what else? I forgot. The other video was about the scalping strategy of the NY Open. And the third one is how to maybe start DCAing and investing into Bitcoin. So those are the 3 up and coming videos. They are already posted. They're already privated. Everything is ready. I just wanna spread them out, I guess. I've never looked at any gold or silver charts before yesterday. Do the same principles? Yes. And the stuff that I teach and the stuff that I do literally trade with, and the strategies that I use are like usable for whatever kind of asset. And I mean, as long as it has volume and it is tradable. Like you cannot use it, or it is not totally valid if you're trying to chart or do analysis on the trading dominance of Bitcoin, because it's not tradable. But if you're using it on Bitcoin, gold, way, whatever you're using. Let me whatever that is. Let me think of something, platinum or something. Uh, Thank you, Wayne, for sharing the link. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like those would find it very, very much helpful. I know it's just 10 minutes long, but trust me, on those 10 minutes, I said everything that maybe I can say about risk management. Sir, your recent video, I've read this. Hold on, I didn't. Sir, your recent video on risk management was excellent. Hold on, guys. I'm just happy about reading this kind of comments. Uh, I've watched it several times just to absorb every word. Even myself, I watched it 3 times. The way explained the concept was clear, practical, and really impactful. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This literally makes my day. I'm glad to see like those videos helping you guys, because trust me, like if I had wanted to make a video like as professionally done as the first one, it would have taken me months, because I'm lazy. I don't like to read, like planning and like summarizing and like scripting or whatever. So like instead of making this super amazing high quality video that maybe could be the beginning, like, or the first video that everybody watches, so to be fair enough to be a bit high quality, after that, trust me, like it is clipped for my live stream, but it's all you need. Yeah. uh Give me a second here. uh if you open the short at 75.1, where would you put your stop loss? I wouldn't open one. It's like yeah. uh he shared his stop loss few minutes ago. Yeah. Give me a second here, guys. uh Bluefin actually allows you to trade Bitcoin dominance. Fair enough. If you're looking at it and maybe looking at that pair, then that's fair enough. Give me a second here. All right. Hey Ahmed, I hate to be in our asking where. It's 73.5. Maybe rebranding of your YT channel to Pragmatic Ahmed Trading. God bless you, bro. Thank you, Khan. Sadly, my stop loss has been hit. That is fine. Ahmed, quick suggestion for you, by the way, to maybe consider. Put the trade you have open on the screen somewhere if possible. So people want. It is a bit tricky because how would I do it? And I know I'm a bit. It would be very, very tricky, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's something that maybe could be done. Hold on a second. With the gold. Yeah, so yeah, that's why like After a long time, how are you, Ahmed? Thank you, Ishaq. Very good. Thank you, brother, for asking. What's special about seven? Not that special. Just below 74k and is above my previous stop loss, which was below the wick. That's it. Yeah, and also allows some leeway, I guess. Ahmed, what if we fake out the daily low at 72? Do you think if we gotta personally not? Could it happen? Yes. Personally, I'm not going to be participating in such move because first, I mean, this is not the daily low. Daily low is here. That's yesterday's low. That's first thing. And second thing is that it doesn't fall within my setups, to be honest. So no, even if we fake out this low, yeah, and we like actually go lower here, I'm not looking for this, to be honest. So yes, so I guess hold on a second. Yep. Obviously, ETH is still dropping. Let me see what gold is doing. Yeah, I mean, gold is also dropping. That would be lovely. I mean, I'm not trading this, but it's just proof that everything just follows whatever, like the same methodology works. Are you spot buying anything? Personally, not. Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin is just started to get into my zone of interest. I hope it goes to under 73k, else we all getting stopped out for nothing. As per rule number of trading a movement once a day, I won't be taking other trade. That's fair enough. 30 minutes after NY opens is when the main move happen usually. I've been noting this. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to exactly notice. It's usually within the first 30 minutes, but you can collect stats if you want to like build actual, you know, rather than feelings. Are you anticipating, or sorry, are you an inspiration? Because I want to get like, sorry, Ahmed, you're an inspiration. Because I want to get like you, bro. Thank you. I shorted ETH when Bitcoin failed to take out 79k. Also wanted to ask, do reclaims only work for dailies? Uh, what do you mean? So, like, I'm not totally sure what you mean. But thank you though. Yeah, let me just finally mention. I mean, for the second time, I guess that for those that want to actually support the channel, plus obviously jump and get into the final 5 days of the training competition. As I told you guys, even if you join in after 2 days have been done, you also got 5 more days, and every single day the price pool of actual USDT is individual. So like once these 56 minute end, 56 minute end, then we have full 5 days of each day being separate, yeah, with their individual price pools. Yeah, so if you want to join in, you got the first link, which is the sign up page if you don't have an account, but most of you guys do. So if you don't, just go on step one, sign up. If you do have an account, then go to second step, and then you can immediately just log in with your account that was made under me, and then press this yellow button for the automatic, or I guess not so automatic, participation. uh yep. Let me see. I mean, unless it is saved by a magical fake out of 74k, it does look like it wants to go lower. Yeah. Even order flow. I mean, order flow does want lower. I'd be leaning towards like going back to 72.8. And I've been saying this like ever since we fail, or I told you guys not to act as if I knew, but the reason why I keep shorts and I don't fully flip one way or another is because obviously, if I mean, once we saw the daily open VWAP not being able to reclaim, I told you guys that it's more likely that we drop. We did get a drop, but we wait and see because I mean, I was talking about I mean, this one is not working, so let me just quickly refresh it by going here and there, and now it's working. But anyhow, I was just talking about this and how like we failed to break 76k and the daily open, and then we got a move lower. Nothing is super bullish or bearish yet, so we'd want to wait and see. Yeah, still likely lower if I had to. I mean, pick a direction. I don't want to. I don't have to, I guess. But that's basically it. So let's wait and see if Bitcoin somehow, some way reclaims 75. Then that is fair enough. If we fail, then that's acceptable for getting the low and then waiting for much lower, I guess. So I'm waiting, doing nothing for the time being. Just join. Is there a long open? Yes. Do you also support the thesis that Bitcoin will do the same as Nvidia? No idea. I might have missed it, but what was the reasoning for long in Bitcoin? That was yesterday's video, brother. Just the week and the low of the week plus the low of April. So Ahmed, do you need to have to really have 2 million trading for the trading competition? No, no. It's just uh, for top five. Yeah, there are different requirements this time. So fifth has to have traded within the 24 hours what's worth $100,000, but that is volume. By that I mean, so if you for you to get rank 5 or a top 5, you need to have 100k, which is like, for example, say for example someone has $1,000. Yeah, let me quickly do it. I know I've said this before, but it's fine. $1,000. Yep, and they enter a trade with $1,000 times. Hold on a second. Times. Oh, I want to do times, but it's not working. Yeah. Yeah. Times X, but then the leverage is like 20x. So if you enter a trade with $1,000 from your money, plus you enter with $20, 20x, then the value of the trading volume for entering would be 20k. But also, once you close the trade, the same exact one, once it's closed, is going to be counting again. So it's like essentially 20 plus 20, which is 40k. So it's not that you have to have the numbers that are the trading volume. It's just that, whatever kind of trade you've entered, the value of it counted twice with opening and closing. That's it. Hopefully I made it clear. Bro, why not read the full message? Then you would know. Nvidia and Google chart look exactly like Bitcoin in 2025. Because I literally don't know. Like, because you started with, do you also support the thesis? And I said I don't support the thesis no matter what it is. Because I don't know. That's it. So hopefully you got the point here. Uh, uh, Bro, oh, I read this. Ahmed, can't thank you enough for sharing your knowledge. Time to go to work now. See you, champs, and stay disciplined. Thank you, GM. Thank you, brother. Alsman said my stop loss got hit on break even. That is fair enough, and that's good always. But I got no other short trade to protect my long. Yeah, I mean that is maybe a tricky situation to be in. Uh, Okay, I went long at 73.9 and ETH. I mean, that is fair enough. I'm super tempted to long here, to be honest. You don't want to be tempted, but rather have a plan. Like, don't watch, don't, guys, it's wrong, totally wrong, to be reactive. And by that I mean, like, you looking at the chart and then having ideas as they come, I guess, or as the price starts moving. You just have a plan, pre-move, and pre-movement or pre-touch, I guess, on the levels, and then trade based on those levels. Yeah. I treat the daily trades as a game with rewards like fruits or expensive food. Today the reward was grusha. I'm not sure what that is, but no fruits for today now. Inshallah khair. Thank you, Hamad. Ahmed, are you related to a royal family? I am not. Thanks for clarifying, Ahmed. Thank you, Lon or Loon, or I think Lone Traveler. Sorry, Maximilian Jacobs. Thank you, brother. Yep. So let's see. Yeah, that is why I didn't want to totally close the trade, because what if it takes out what it did now? It basically took out 74k. Yeah, and then it is having a good reaction off of it. So not necessarily, doesn't necessarily mean that it can explode to 76 or 77, but I'm just explaining why I just put a stop loss a bit below. Prince Ahmed of Abu. Where did you learn trading? From everywhere and anywhere, I guess. That's why I started actually making videos to teach you guys for free, and maybe hopefully shorten the time horizon for you to become a trader full time. Ahmed, how many camels do you or your own family own? Do you consider to put the stop loss more close to the wick now? That would make sense. I thought about it. So that is a very valid question. I'm just being patient a little bit by watching, to be honest. Have longed 74k per my setup. Fair enough. Yeah. What do you think of prop trading? Are you totally against it? No, I'm not totally. I'm actually. I'm for it. Yeah, but I haven't seen an amazing like one that would support total functionality of crypto. Yeah, but it's amazing. What's your primary income? Trading. Where can we catch a long again? I'm not going to be looking to long unless we spend a couple more hours, maybe a day or two, get a move up or down, and then get an idea. But if Bitcoin starts moving upwards from now, I'm not going to be necessarily longing, but rather hold long if I have one. Yeah. If we start losing this, then wait for 67, 70k. I'll be patient with a drop. Uh, have you lost a lot of money in beginning of the year of your trader job? I think what you mean is like, have you lost money when you had started trading? Absolutely yes. Hey G, I'm back. How's everything, guys? I hope everyone is listening to this guy well. Bro makes too much sense for free. Thank you, brother. Thank you for Neuro. Thank you for your support and for showing up. Hopefully we keep this up. I can't join this competition. I think yeah. Sorry, Nata. They didn't move you. Maybe you. I'm not sure. Maybe because they're too slow. I just found out that once you sent me the amount of questions they sent you, it's much more easier for those that already have a week's account and want to support me plus like join the trading competitions rather than ask weeks to move you. It's a very tedious process. Just go to the sign up page, the sign up link, the first one, and make a new one because obviously there's no KYC required. So the transition is not the hardest. I guess it would take you 2 minutes to make a new account plus a minute to transfer your money from this week's account into the other one. Yeah. That's for those who don't have an account, or sorry, for those that do but don't have one that is signed under me. If you already have an account, then sorry, if you don't have an account, I guess too, then you can also just sign up with my affiliate if you want to, guys. Obviously it is an affiliate link. Oh yeah, thank you, Renata, for your understanding. Sorry for this issue. I mean, something that I thought Weeks would make it easier or make it easy for the transition of affiliates, but it's not. So apparently, Ahmed, do you practice falconry often? Would you get out of your shorts around 67? No. I'm not going to be getting out of them, but maybe taking profits. So that's the way I do it. It's like I'm never going to be fully exiting an amazing entry or position that has an amazing entry, because that way I'm essentially just keeping myself wide open if I do. Like if someone just fully like goes or flips from one way to another, they're essentially picking a side. But I wouldn't say it from my experience because it sounds bad, but literally from my experience, I found out that once I started stopping to try and like pick a side or pick a direction of my thesis of my trades, then I started making money by literally keeping whatever wins for long. Like this is why I basically just kept my 96k short till now. And by the way, I have one from 106 and one from 125k. Yeah, and the reason why I didn't close them because I'm super greedy when it comes to holding winners. Yeah, so you never see me like get stuck or liquidated within a short, or sorry, not short, a losing trade. Like you always see a stop loss being hit. Like you've never ever seen me go live with a certain stop loss and all of a sudden I remove it or I widen the stop loss. No, I'm always willing to take the loss and like stop trading for that day, or at least forget about that certain setup. Yeah, but in regards to like taking profits, even if 67k is technically one of the most amazing strong zones that would potentially offer a good move upwards, maybe the bottom, probably not, but at least maybe a local bottom or a reaction, I guess. Even though those could be true, I'm not going to be fully exiting, like, because you should only exit if you have a crystal ball that would tell you that you closing at 67 would mean that Bitcoin is 99% going to go to your entry again. So if you know that for sure, then maybe. Like for example, I have a trade short from 96k. Yeah, I would only close it at 67 rather than booking partial profits. I would only close it if I know for certain, which nobody does. That's my point here. If I know for certain that Bitcoin would go back to 96k, but just because I don't and nobody can tell you, no matter how strong you are at technical analysis, you literally cannot do this. I think you cannot predict this, so that you have to be smart by focusing on trade and risk management rather than becoming the best TA analyst, because no matter how many lines you can draw, no matter how many volume anchored order flow you can do, it I mean it's essentially it goes down or comes down to actually how well you keep your winners and how quick and how short of a losing one do you have, or a losing trade do you have. Let me see how many likes we're on, because Renata's not pushing the objective, I guess, today. Uh, Ahmed, if 17.2 holds, what are the targets? I'm not focusing on this being the. I mean, yeah, forget about holding or not. I'm just saying that if Bitcoin starts moving, I would obviously see what the reaction will be at the daily high, but primarily wait for the full week high. I guess so. Kind of drop without taking those, maybe, but I will be losing at that point, I guess, or making money on the shorts but losing the long. Ahmed, is your private zoo open for public? Oh yeah, so uh, uh where's his long position? Maybe someone can tell him. What time frame do you use when you do or when you wait for the fake out? Unfortunately, that's the question that I get asked every single day, and there isn't a correct answer, because it depends on the time frame. Depends on the time frame and the period of the trade. Like obviously, if the trade is like super zoomed in, then you have to go local time frame. But never ever wait for never ever will you have to wait, or will you get a certain formula of waiting a certain candle closes. Yeah, it's never that simple. Uh, we're looking for scalp longs now. Good luck, Ahmed. Thank you. I know you're very good-hearted, but he's trolling you. I'm making fun of Arabs. I mean, that is fair enough. I mean, message deleted by Wayne. I mean, that is fine because I know him and I know who. And he is a member of maybe misguided, or you know, maybe the sense of a humor didn't quite hit. But that is fair enough because I know we do have our moments, so that's why like it's nothing that's that bad, to be honest. Yeah. But thank you, Biro, for caring. Do reclaims work only for daily fakeouts, and how to confirm? No way to confirm. That's the first part. That was literally the question that I got it. The second one, which is, do reclaims work only for daily fakeouts? I still don't understand this question, to be honest. Like, do reclaims work only for daily fakeouts? I have no idea what that means. The discretionary trader folded. Not sure what you mean. Who's that? That's make. No issues in the chat, guys. Let's keep it all happy and sun and happy. Where's your trade? I got a short from 125, a short from 106, a short from 96, and a little long that is potentially about to lose now. That is the full answer that I'd have to give. Yep. I think as long I think as long as we don't confirm the break of 74k low on weekly, we're still in bull structure. Could it still be liquidity grab? Everything is possible. You know, You know the one in the description, in the video description. Folded. I'm not sure what's in. Not sure what you're referring to, brother. Scalping ETH on local low can be a good play. I mean, I'd much rather focus on Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin is like has decided, then maybe. But to be honest, like doing it now or jumping into a trade now, super risky with Bitcoin seemingly wanting to go lower. Yeah, not wanting, but I mean, looking a bit weak, especially on the order flow side. And let me just reset this again. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yep. So that's my point here. Like, doesn't show me enough confidence for us to go higher. But if it does, then I'll make some money on the side, I guess. I longed Bitcoin is bottom, so where? All right, so fair enough. You know the one in the video description. That is called, I think, the title. What you mean? Yeah. I longed Bitcoin. Now, obviously, brother, the live stream is an hour long, so you coming in a bit late is the issue, I guess, or not the issue, but I mean, you have to understand what point you're coming at or coming in. So where? Yeah. Where is your trade? I gave you an answer. I have a. That's why I'm asking. No worries. But I mean, the question wasn't phrased in a way that is easily digested, I guess. But yes, as I answered, I got a short from 125, a short from 106, a short from 96, and a long from 75.1. Yeah, that was taken yesterday. Not because I'm a super bull, but it was literally a plan and an idea that was covered from yesterday's live plus yesterday's video. So if you had watched the 7 minute video yesterday, no worries. Thank you. You're welcome, brother. Mashallah, Ahmed smashed it, man. Thank you, brother. What a legend. Thank you. Thank guys for being amazing and nice. But that is the point here, I guess. Yeah. We are getting some nice retracement on gold. ETH is like still weak. It's weakening as we speak. Abu short. Yeah. It is easy to look at weakness because, you know, crypto has been proven to leave people hanging and holding their bags, I guess. So like we're participating in such move, I guess, down. So I guess I'll move my stop loss to like whatever the low was on let me see where that low was. I was thinking the 4 hourly time frame. So 74. So I mean it was very close. So I'll keep it as it is, to be honest. It's not that different. Yeah. Yeah, but for those that maybe are just joining in now, I do understand that the title is just made for updating viewers, plus just typing in as something that is catchy. Like I can literally title my live streams and my videos as like 2026 4th of April, oh sorry, 4th of February, or February 4th, live trading, you know. But that's what. But I'm not lying by saying I longed Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean that the bottom is in. It's a question, a bit catchy, I guess. But I literally longed Bitcoin. I'm not lying here. I did long Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean I flipped bullish. Because I'm a trader, guys. You know me. Like I think everybody who's not new here should know, because me taking a trade as a little local one does not totally reflect my opinion on the market. I mean, it has been an hour and 7 minutes, so I've been repeating the fact that it's still bearish, still waiting for 67K. Okay, someone would ask, okay, why would you take a trade here if you are still expecting lower? It's because expecting lower does not feed me. If you know what I mean. It doesn't put food on the table. How long does it take to become a good trader? I've probably been doing it off and on for about 5 years, and I'm still no good at it. I'm good at stocks, but that's because I'm on bigger time frames. If you're good on bigger time frames, then maybe you can try and replicate it. Yeah, I mean, don't try fixing or changing what's already working. And no, realistic time frame It depends, to be honest, but at least a year, I'd say. At least, but could take you more. I meant to ask if you can use only low of daily as a fake out for longs or previous lows. It depends. No, no, it's everything depending on it's contextual. Yeah, so context dependent. Yeah, but yeah, Ahmed, it's looking good on the lower time frame. Maybe that's why like I'm trying not to overly get attached to whatever happens. Like we literally got like I mean my stop loss was here, but I moved it here to 73.5. We got $100, $200 away from my stop loss, and now it looks, or it is back at my entry. So that's why like I'm, see how like emotionless I am, I guess, as bad as it sounds, but like I don't care, guys. I literally. Hey Ahmed, is the reason for your bearishness something you can see on Exo, or it's something because of? No, it's mainly because of I wasn't going to correct it. It's mainly because of just understanding market structure. Like on trading view, I already told you guys like lower is something that I'll be saying unless proven otherwise. Plus we still got like on the lower on the higher time frame. Let me go on the daily or to hourly. That doesn't matter. I want to obviously remind you guys that we still got the volume gap that's like in between 96 and like sub 70k numbers. So me saying that I'm expecting lower doesn't require a rocket scientist. We're obviously bearish. Like even if we go to 88, I'm still waiting for lower unless 88 is broken. Yeah. So that's it. Like nothing is shown on Exo, to be honest. Nothing is hidden. I have no like extra data that is like hidden from you. I'm just primarily keeping it simple and understanding market structure. And while doing that, I'm not like stopping myself from taking these little logical scalp longs. Why? Because if I'm wrong, not wrong in terms of taking trades, but wrong in terms of thesis of not going lower, that would be fine because being wrong doesn't pay me money, or the opposite doesn't. Being correct doesn't pay me money. So I take those little scalps in case Bitcoin goes to 80, I keep it open. Goes to 87, I keep it open. So like you would see, like if this goes higher, you would only see it get closed fully once we get the stop loss hit at entry. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking full profits here, because what if I book profits here at 80 and it jumps to 1 million, for example? So that's the way you do it. Yeah, I don't know where the bottom would be at. I just understand how to become profitable by keeping winners for long. That's why you're profitable, because you don't care. Same here. Less emotions equal to more wins. Exactly. But obviously, it is easier said than done. So that's why it is something that I'm not trying to overly mention or repeat again a lot, because everybody knows that you don't have to put emotions, or you have to put a stop loss. Like these are the basics that everybody knows, but most don't apply it, because you need to be burnt and you need to feel and you need to try and you need to maybe like build some self strength, I guess, or mental strength before you actually make it happen, I guess. But thank you, brother. Yes, that's true. Jean said, to be a good profitable trader, would you say you have to do it full time? I feel my problem is I'm juggling other jobs. No. You can start it as a side hustle, as bad as it sounds, but you can at least dictate 3 to 5 hours a day. Yeah. So if you got more than 3 hours, you're good, because obviously it requires a bit of consistency and you need to like endure lots and lots of stuff. Plus, take it seriously and like maybe focus on the math side too, which is like the boring stuff. So hopefully, like you can become profitable even on, having a full time job. But it's going to be a bit harder, I guess. But it's fine. Like you don't need more than 5 hours a day. I mean, quite the opposite. I think that if you got more than 5 hours, maybe it could be actually to the detriment of your own journey, because it would maybe make you overtrade. So I think a maximum of 5, a minimum of 3, that would be fine. Depends on how smart you are. You gotta get comfortable with margin sizes, because some makes me more stressed than other bigger sizes. The more stress you get, exactly. And obviously, like you have to get your, I guess, goals and like what you're trying to extract out of trading right. Like you have to know what you want to do and whether your expectations of you joining or coming into trading is realistic or not. So how do you choose which one to enter? Sorry, it's fine. Sorry, I've always just swing traded. Now got into daily. Learning a lot from you. That's why. No worries. But which one to enter? That is a too. That's too vague of a question because, I mean, it depends on liquidity. So like, hopefully you'd watch me every day. You'll get the point because like, it's not random highs and like the. Obviously, the daily high and low, it's easy because it's part of a total strategy of waiting for the NY, hunting highs and lows. But other than that, there's other ones, but it's not exactly which one to enter. It's not like it's a grammatically well written question, but it doesn't make sense because you have to get or understand what I'm trying to say here. Alessandro saying spot and CVDs are weak right now. On the 1 hourly time frame chart, price is ranging, so a downside liquidity sweep still seems possible. Open interest and funding rates for me don't support longs yet. What do you think? That is true. That is why I'm bearish. That's why I'm expecting lower. That's why I've got 3 shorts from every single top. So hopefully, guys, as an amazing team of or an amazing community of actual traders or traders that are trying to become profitable, yeah, you would get the point that even though the title is about a long and me entering a long 24 hours ago, it's totally irrelevant to my outlook on the market. Not because I'm trying to like cover myself and like be correct whatever happens, but truly because that is a fact as a trader. I'm not trying to show off by closing my shorts and open a long. Like, if you ever see me close all shorts and open long and starts like calling for higher, then maybe you can make fun of me. But I guess as a trader who's like too boring, you literally cannot. You can, but you won't be able to logically make fun because I longed based on a little scalp trade that I'm willing to lose because I've got shorts on higher time frames, literally from the all-time high, and I'm still waiting for lower. So you hopefully got the point here. It's like I'm not trying to show off by opening longs and shorts. I'm merely just trying to share my experience as I do it, I guess. But that is true, yeah. So everything you've said and more is actually leaning more bearish. All right. But as you can see, it's like still weakness on the chart. Let me see what the volume profile is doing. Yeah, still leaning towards lower. Like, guys, I mean, I literally, maybe the issue is like the live is like an hour long, so obviously some viewers would join in late, but I've literally said it from minute 1, which is like, even if I see a explosion all the way higher to 88k, I'm still going to be saying that lower is yet likely to come. So unless 88 is reclaimed, then I'll maybe cancel the idea of waiting for lower. So imagine how bearish I am at 74, let alone if I'm bearish at 88k, it would make sense for me to still expect lower here. Now someone would say, okay, why would you enter a long? Because as I told you guys, I try to enter longs, specifically even if they are like local ones, little ones, because I got shorts to cover and make me money on the way lower. Because what if, I mean, now it looks bad because you're looking at hindsight, but now with the, or once you enter long, maybe we could have gotten like a move to 78. So me wanting this does not mean that I'm bullish on the local time frame, or a higher time frame, sorry. Did you hedge your shorts then? Why would I hedge them? I'm actually leaning more bearish. So like my shorts are fully running from all-time high 106 and 96k, so that the long is kind of a hedge, I guess, because like if the stop loss, if my thesis of actually not getting a fake out and then a move higher, I mean this is possible, especially with the weak high looking very liquidity fill. So I'm probably will be waiting someday for a revisit of 80k. Yeah, but the whole point is here that if I get stopped out on my long, which is the most likely scenario obviously here, if this does happen, then my outlook is like for more drop, and this drop, the extra drop in between my stop loss and the potential like drop, yeah, would make me money on every single short that I have open. So the way I do it is that rather than booking profits on winning shorts too early, see how like I literally have this short with no profits booked, full, still running fully as I entered it from 96k. Why? Because I open longs and they function as a potential profitable hedge. For example, let me give you an example, brother. I had entered a long at 86.5, yeah, back then, and I took 50% off. Let me look for it. Yep. Yeah. And I closed 50% off at 88k. Yeah. So rather than me closing some or taking some profits off of my short at 96k at support, I opened a long that made me money, but then ran a bit higher, and then stop loss got hit to break even. So I made an extra 1k by opening a hedge long. So that's my point here. Is like my hedges or my hedge trades for my shorts are potentially profitable. That is the point that, oh, that's my strategy, I guess, if you know what I mean. So like, for example, this one would end up being a losing hedge, but it is a scalp trade, not totally hedged. Like I pick opposite direction or opposite trend or opposing trend trades that would function as a hedge that would potentially make me money. Like had this trade had it like gone to 78k, I would have taken some profits, moved my stop loss to entry, and had guaranteed profits. Yeah, because I'm still expecting lower. So like me opening a long does not mean I close every short that I'm expecting higher. No. You went long while shorts, that's a hedge. Yes. Yeah. Did you hedge your shorts then? No. It is. Yes, it is a hedge. Did you hedge your shorts then? Exactly. But I do the same. Exactly. So that's a smart way of doing it, because that would essentially just, because the usual way of hedging is that you open, sometimes people do it like a bit random. Like they see the drop and they put a hedge on a local zone or a local support, I guess, or a local kind of higher time frame area. But the way I prefer to do it is that I take little scalps as individual trades, but on the macro time frames, they would probably function as either a stop loss get hit with me losing money, and then I get more money on the short, so a losing hedge or a literal hedge, or a profitable hedge, which is if the long runs a bit higher, I book profits, stop loss at entry, and then it doesn't run anymore with the shorts are running. So it is a way of making money. And I'm happy for gold to, it's proof that gold is, or I can trade gold. Maybe we can become gold traders, guys. Anyhow, I'm happy for the job. Maybe some of you guys did take it. I literally was talking about it, I think yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Wait for hit, wait for the loss of 5k. You put a stop loss. Nice. I mean, everything seems to be going down, so I guess S&P is opening. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not bearish. Yeah. Let me see what Bitcoin is doing. Yeah. So hopefully you got the point, brother. It's not a random hedge or a hedge that I'm prepared to fully lose, but a hedge with a good probability of winning. So I take my trades as usual, but with the understanding that if I'm in a downtrend with amazing shorts, maybe the long would not win me or stay winning for long. Yeah, either get stop loss and I lose a little bit, or I win a little bit, move my stop loss to break even, and then lose the rest, $0. Why did the chart just create a gap on the 1 minute time frame as it was dropping? That's usual, because difference and discrepancies in like at the end of the day, guys, price is just how much, or the price of Bitcoin is like the trading price, so whoever bought and sold. So I mean, once you go to the 1 minute time frame, with lack of liquidity, it can happen, it can jump, because like nobody's going to buy at every single cent. It jumps whatever kind of purchase order. Ahmed, if you come back to 72k, what is more probable? Guys, while we are below 88k, it's more probable that we drop to 67 or sub 70k. So imagine how probable it would be once we go to 72k. Hopefully you got the point. Like, if I'm saying that even if Bitcoin is at 80k, 88k, I'm still expecting 67. So how much more probable would it be? At this area, or at 72k even? Uh, yeah, I do exactly the same. Yeah, which is smart. Can only lose alpha. Exactly. New low. Okay, understood. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Renata, for asking this question. Maybe some were thinking the same. So it's always nice, and I'm always happy to get such questions, because like maybe they cover a question that maybe someone is not willing to ask about, was thinking about. Yeah. So that is the way to do it. So if you're new here, guys, just to quickly reiterate and maybe mention that maybe we're getting some new members here. As I told you guys, I'm fully a trader, so my channel here would help with some major pivots, but the regular updates are primarily about waiting for higher, waiting for lower, expecting higher, expecting lower, catching a trade. I win a little, I win I win a lot, I lose a little, I win. I hope, I never lose big. That's the only thing that I can tell you for certain, because I can lose a lot, but I cannot lose big, because I got a good stop loss. So that's it. And by the way, thank you, discretionary trader. How probable is 67K? I cannot make up. I tried sometimes, like a bit jokingly, making up percentages, but I cannot make them up. I cannot tell you or answer statistically what's the probability of going to 67K, but I would say there's an 80%, 70% likelihood chance that we drop to 67K if 88K is not reclaimed. So I always anchor my expectations or my statements of probability with a certain if statement, with which if like cancelled or if broken, then the whole statement falls apart, because nobody knows. Yeah, and I was just saying, yeah, so for those on new here, I go live every single day, share my trades if I take a new one, share my setups, and also I try to say for 2 hours, I mean the average like an hour 30 to 2 hours, where I literally try and take trades in front of you. So I'm not hiding my stop loss, I'm not hiding my losers or my losing trades. I try to be as transparent as possible by telling you how much I win, how much I lose. If I lose, what's my stop loss or what's my potential loss. If I win, how much I won, and like every single thing is done in front of you. Yep. So that's my goal, that is my thesis. And by the way, for those that maybe just joined in here and you haven't watched the video that I posted yesterday, I literally made a new video. I even categorized them on the playlist called free trading course. We had obviously posted a nice educational video a month ago, but now I added to it this video, which is the risk management plan that you would need to follow for you to become a profitable trader, or that a plan that made me profitable at least. Yeah. So if this interests you, obviously it is math heavy, boring video. Nothing fancy will ever be said on this video, but at least it's something that is super helpful. So you have, even if you find it boring, you have to try and force yourself to endure the pain of watching me and hearing me for 10 or 11 minutes, because that's a very good video. Great video yesterday. Please do more. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It does mean a lot to me, because I mean that actually pushes me and makes me happy to push more videos, especially educational ones. 67K is the RPOC, right, Ahmed? Am I right here? It's just a point of control. The R is just me reminding myself of it being a range. So I got it as the yearly naked point of control plus point of control. So it's just the highest volume area of the past 2 years. So names are just, additional stuff. You don't have to name it. Just understand that it's the highest volume area. If you take a volume profile tool and like literally take a pull of 2 years, you will see 67 being the highest node on or in volume, or highest node of volume. Yeah. So that's the basic, I think, outlook on the market. Yes, good video. We want more. All right. So hopefully, guys, I'll listen to you. We got Tom Brav. Thanks for the video yesterday. I learned a lot. Thank you, brother. Trading is patience, and doing nothing is most exactly, guys. So that's why, like, I try entertaining you guys by answering questions and looking at other stuff, looking at gold and doing whatever, like, kind of could potentially be helpful. Because thank you, Renata. Obviously, whenever Renata's liking a certain thing, I'm always happy. Lone Traveler said, also, I've checked the leaderboard of the competition. Nobody has a minimum trading volume requirement, right? So no one will be. Yes. Yeah, but obviously the good thing here is that the leaderboard resets every 24 hours. Yeah. So once this 14-minute countdown ends and we get into a new day, the leaderboard would reset, and have a new chance at ranking if you want to. What's the difference between faking out the daily low and faking yesterday's low? Daily low has significance regarding to the NY Open. Yesterday's low contextually based, so like it's based on the context of like where does it stand. Like for example, yesterday's low is at Tuesday, it means nothing to me. I've never said like I'm willing to take yesterday's low. Sometimes I refer to it because it happens to me to happens to be an important area in terms of liquidity, but not because it is just yesterday's low. Yeah. So current day low and high are important, but yesterday's highs and lows maybe coincidentally could be important sometimes if they happen to be at a certain zone that are important regardless of if they are the yesterday's high and low or not. Thanks, Ahmed. The small videos that you drop is it is helpful. Keep dropping small videos as well, please. Thank you, brother, and thank you guys for being super helpful and giving me your feedback. Obviously, your feedback is what guides me and guides the channel, because at the end of the day, I'm only putting effort for free every single day, literally giving us 2 to 3 hours of content every single day and trying to be as transparent as possible, because obviously I want you guys to succeed and get you close to profitability as possible. So it does actually mean a lot to me whenever I get such important comments. I'm not waiting for kind comments only, by the way. I'm open for whatever feedback you got, guys. Alessandro said, I opened a short scalp on the US session using the 5-minute chart, focusing on the MS, Delta, and CVD. Considering all the data, the probability seemed higher on the short. What do you think? My main idea was actually to go long on confirmation. Okay, you just made me confused because you wrote a whole, plan about shorten, and then your main idea was to long. So I'm a bit confused, but I will tell you this, that as long as the reasons that you had entered had also a specific invalidation point, then I'd say that is fair enough. Looking at market structure, Delta, CVD would be smart, but obviously always, no matter how logical your entry seems to be, make sure to have an invalidation point. That literally from the name, it invalidates whatever reasons made you enter the trade at the first place. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Every day I really learn new technical thing from you. Thank you, Alsman. Thank you guys for being super supportive, and obviously no matter how much how much gratefulness stuff I'll put out, and I cannot thank you enough, guys. So thank you a lot. I'm trying my best to repay the debt of gratefulness I've got for you guys by showing up every single day and making content every single day. So hopefully I won't stop unless something bad happens to me. Hopefully not, God forbid. So we got obviously live every single day, videos every single day, maybe a video. I'll maybe post a new educational video today. All right, so let's see. I'll get you guys to watch this one first, which is the risk management plan, and then maybe a couple of hours later, we can maybe post an additional video. I've already got them like ready, but for the time being, I just understand that if I lose this trade, do nothing. Just wait. No matter how droppy it gets, and no matter how high it gets, yeah. Like for example, what if Bitcoin does this and then reclaim 75? Well, my friend, I would have missed on the trade. I'm not going to be participating and longing again. I'll probably wait for 80k as planned for a potential short at 80 or 88. So I miss out on the trade. I lose the trade. I miss out on the move if it happens against me, and then I do nothing. If the likely scenario, which is actually here, and we do nothing and we don't reject much off of the zone, then wait, maybe hopefully tomorrow we'll get you guys sub 70k numbers and maybe more analysis on Bitcoin. As I told you guys, we as traders don't care much about what Bitcoin will be doing. We're only focusing about extracting money out of the market. So we win some, we lose some. You have to focus on winning big and losing a little, and riding winners and closing losers for as quick and as little of a loss as possible. As I told you guys, this is a reference to the video posted yesterday, so not to just overly promote it, but I'm literally seeing it as a very, very valuable video, and obviously I can tell from your feedback. So for those that didn't watch it, it is this one, this risk management strategy. You'll see it as my latest video on the videos tab. Yeah, so go check it out, guys. I'll be leaving you guys with this point. If there's something new, I'll make a video very quickly in the next couple of hours. If nothing changes, then we'll be hopefully